Good morning. How are you today? This is your message for November 25th through the 26th. The weekly messages are out now. Check that out on my channel page. November 26th through December 2nd. Monthlies will be coming out as well very soon here. Just going to find a little time to put into it, and the messages will be done. Today for you, I have the Lover's Oracle, the Power to Surrender cards, and the Energy Oracle. There's a lot of messages that came through in the pre-shuffle. They were fairly scattered. They weren't necessarily super loud. But it kind of does seem like there's an energy of detachment. We're going to find out more what's going on for you today. We've got the Earth Woman Tarot for you today. In the weekly messages, I go into the astrology a little bit. There's a lot happening this week with the Saturn retrograde going direct, Mercury retrograde going direct. We just went through a new moon energy. We also have Venus going into Sagittarius. So there's a lot of things shifting and transiting at this time. You'll notice yourself shifting and transiting at this time too. Let's start with your past energy. We'll go into the present and we'll see what's going on for you in the future here. As you make decisions, things may change. Always take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Thank you so much for watching. At 30,000 subscribers, I have a giveaway. Check the description box for more regarding anything else. Once we hit 30,000 subscribers, I will make an official giveaway video for that, and everybody can like and comment on that video. Thank you so much for joining the Fam Jam now, and we will get started now. We have the Page of Swords coming up here. This is a younger Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Someone inquisitive, someone communicative, someone curious. Interesting. Three of Cups is in reverse. This is multiple options. It's also not a friendship situation. This is a little bit of a red flag. We got the Knight. No, not the Knight. The Eight of Cups. Interesting. So someone's drawn to you. They already have somebody. So I do feel that there's more to learn first before really diving into this connection. This would be like a little bit, I'm getting an interesting message of like, this person has a difficult time wrapping their head around it because the energy of a roster doesn't compute with them. Now, we all do things differently. Some like to just dive straight into one connection. Others like to vet multiple connections. Any friends. And depending on how you see it, it may be compatible with you or may not be compatible. Someone who's getting to know someone may be connecting with someone with a roster and they're like, wait a second, why are they like hanging out with all these other people and me? Like, what's up with all these other dudes or gals or whatever? So I feel like there's a need to feel called. Now I see the Eight of Cups more of a going in a different direction than going towards, which is interesting. So that's past energy. We have Nine of Cups in reverse here, current moment. Six of Wands. This is kind of like, well, you're getting something. It's not necessarily exactly what you want. That doesn't make me feel very happy because of like Christmas vibes is on its way. I want what I want. We're going to find out what the rest of the cards are. Judgment is here. Interesting. So there's an energy of like, the universe provides, the universe gives, the universe blesses. But it's not exactly what you asked for. It's like when you tell the universe, I want a man, or I want a this, or I want a that. I want my heart's desire. And then it's not specific enough, but the universe like said, but you said you wanted that. So, but I wanted like tall, 6 foot, handsome, chivalrous, provider type, sugar daddy too. And it's like, well, you didn't say everything, like how they should treat you. So we have to, there's a lot of like needing to really define everything within this. King of Cups. Ooh. The Hanged One in reverse. Page of Wands. I like this energy. And so you take action on what it is that you want and define it very clearly. I like this. Now, that also tells me that there's something that you're doing to vet a particular connection or relationship. Do not tell them everything that you want, because they're just going to be pleased to you. They're going to appease that, and it's a facade. So let them reveal themselves, in essence. Now this 9 of Cups in reverse is throwing me off with the 3 of Cups in reverse. You may be thinking it's not right, thinking it's not real, thinking they're not the one based off of your past experiences, when they're stuck on you. They can't get you off of their mind. They are older than you do. It's passionate, it's fiery, it's exciting, it's adventurous. They're going to take you places. You're going to level them out and feel very stable. You're going to make them feel very capable. You're providing a lot for them, even though it doesn't look like it. But there's a lot underneath the surface happening for them. So I always want you to know you are very valuable, very important to them. Be thinking of a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sag, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I feel like the path becomes a lot more clearly laid out as time does move forward. I really feel like you put yourself in it in the future, after a long journey trying to get to it. This makes me feel like someone knows exactly how hard it is to make this kind of thing work, and they're willing to put that work in for that. I do see a lot of long hair energy, which is fairly unusual. Only one person with short hair, which is unique. One person with mid-length hair. Everybody else got really long hair. This makes me feel like that the nurturing and caring and the lack of self-sabotage in this particular situation is showing me that it's very healthy. Let's clarify the 9 of Cups in reverse. Clarify the 9 of Cups in reverse. There's a lot going on with this. The Empress. 2 of Wands. The Fool card. 2 of Swords. Now I can't read it like that. I have to read it the other way. Like this. It goes like this. It's very unique. It's like kind of like backwards. You don't read it this way. Read the opposite. So the Empress, Two of Wands. The Empress is deciding. It's like uncovering the layers at the end. Deciding, making choices. She's come out of the illusion. Come out of holding herself back. She realizes the mistakes she's made. The things she's done. And so now she sees the world with a whole new light. And kind of seeing it for what it is. Ooh. So it wasn't all... So the person that you were thinking of wasn't all that it was worked out to be. It was a younger Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You're still all that. And a bag of tea. And the thing is, you're still super and extremely valuable. It's just this particular person connection... There was something that became clear about them. Possibly had something to do with more options that they were entertaining. So this person was quite the flirt, or this person was very attention-seeking, maybe. So in the end, although it was not a wish come true, you're still in your power. You've seen it for what it is. And you're adjusting yourself because of it. Part of me got really, had a really interesting vibe because it was like, oh, they're adjusting themselves. Because what did you do to them that needed to make them adjust themselves? Like, you caught them kind of thinking about something? Let's see. Tell me more about Judgment for this message. Judgment, Five of Pentacles. Interesting. Someone, I think, sees the mistake they've made and feels left out in the cold based off a decision they've made. And you're releasing and letting it go, understanding that they are not valuable to you. They're not, I don't know how you'd say that. They're not a viable option. And that ultimately does hit their ego. And that's why they're feeling left out in the cold here, because they wanted to continue the attention seeking, continue getting themselves validated. Okay, so because you place a boundary and a limit on this, I see the King of Cups. Because of this, there's a manifestation of something entering your life. We're going to find out what the Hanged One in reverse is kind of regarding. Thank you. Ooh, the Hierophant. I kind of knew that there was quite a committed, stuck energy to this with the Hierophant. That speaks of marriage. That speaks of major commitment. That speaks of a mentor in your life, someone that you can trust, a teacher. Tell me more. There's worry, fear, anxiety. Why is that here? No change. Everything feels like it's falling apart. I don't think this person has entered your life yet. But this connection relationship will feel boring. You may, or they may, self-sabotage it if the wounds within them are not healed. So that's where this anxiety is, a wound of the things from the past not healed. So then what needs to happen because of that? We do need to keep in mind who they are, the King of Cups. That's a very healthy individual. This is not no Knight of Wands. This ain't no player. This is about one who's actually very committed, very connected, and wants to be connected to you. You've got a lot to learn. You're very excited. I do feel like we need to level that out a little bit. It's very emotionally dependent. It can fire up or it can smolder, and we don't really want the extremes right now. And so the worry and fears of like, oh, well, if it's boring, then like, what do I want that for? And for some, that will be their answer. You don't want that because they're seeking lessons through chaos. So you're not wanting that. Unless, if you are, we can go to a different channel. Some really focus on just the chaos and like creating that within others. But here we're seeing it for what it is. So let's see further. What is the overall energy of this message? 5 of Swords. Yeah, walking away. I feel like you really set a boundary, like I mentioned. A boundary with someone here in the past. And I feel like you're trying to confirm this past connection situation as to who and or what they are and purpose for your life. I feel like this King of Cups is someone new. Tell me more about this King of Cups. 3 of Pentacles, collaboration. This person's really going to work on it, make things work between you and another. They really want to listen to you. They really want to hear you out. They really want to make sure that you're happy with things. This is a great connection. 7 of Wands. Yeah. 8 of Pentacles. You're going to take it slow. This is interesting. So it's not going to feel like any other connection you've ever been in. You might even brush it off. But that's how safe it is. You're going to notice this one's much different. Okay. Tell me more about these King of Cups energy. Death in reverse. There's a resistance in regards to change with this new connection or relationship because it's not something you've ever experienced before, so you're not going to necessarily recognize it right away. I'm telling you, this is something that's good, okay? It's not what you're used to. You're used to leaning into unavailable. And that's why we have picked someone here in the past that was maybe entertaining others. They were unavailable. So our picker was off before, and we're recalibrating our picker, and you're going to have a situation come across you here very soon that is new and is going to be fun and exciting and adventurous and just over the top, but also very stable and boring. There's no push and pull. There's no like butterflies in the stomach. It's very like a certain. Okay, you're not going to be used to that. So then what's the outcome of this message? The Hermit, 6 of Pentacles. Okay, well at this time the best thing that you ultimately can do is to play hard to get. If you're having difficulty discerning, you just don't reciprocate, play hard to get, stay out of the viewpoint in terms of like them trying to get your attention. It does feel as though like being unattainable and out of reach is fairly mysterious and is what's going to attract them more, and show that you're not attention seeking to like other people in the past that they might have encountered. So you're passing a test as much as they are. And the coolest thing that we could do with this is manis pedis, self-care, like skincare, facials, hair care, like, oh my gosh, all the cool, lovely things. Nail care, hand care, yoga, body care, cooking, healthcare, all the good things, okay? So let's find out a little bit more through the oracle cards to confirm this message a little bit further. How do they feel about you? Got a few cards here. Wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. That is the universe telling you that. Some people do not have the best of intentions and you need to see it through. But bam! Romance and twin flames. I told you this is gonna get heated. It's gonna get hot. It's gonna get spicy. You won't know what hit you. In terms of like arrow to the heart. Ooh, Cupid strikes. Okay, so then what's the energy? So well, that's how they feel about you. How do you feel about them? Do you even know them yet? Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. Oh, you're gonna give them a chance and you're gonna care about them just like they do for you. Wow, a message for you. Thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. Wow. big energy. I love this. Really did not expect this kind of message for today. I really feel like there's a hesitation in this message. Like there's like, well, I'm not really sure, but let's see. So let's see, what is the energy surrounding them? Sun in reverse, Archangel Uriel. Wow. So they know they're not happy with the situation in the life that they're currently living, but they're listening to their intuition heavily and are actually allowing themselves to be guided. This is something that a person would do at rock bottom. So this person has entertained all other chances and is finally done with whatever they were told by people who don't care about them, and they've realized the impact it's made on their life, and now they see that there's a way out of that, and they're slowly taking steps towards that, but it's requiring a lot of help. What is the energy surrounding you? Guardian of the Gate. Oh my gosh, I like this one, because this Guardian of the Gate in reverse is, instead of the little girl stuck at the gate, it's the little girl out into the universe doing whatever the F she wants. And I love that for you. Go be Barbie. Because, you know what? She could be anything, do anything. And it's the most beautiful, wonderful, lovely thing in the world. And there is no wrong answer to Barbie. No wrong answer. And how she looks, how she dresses, and, well, maybe how she acts. But she's not trying to get validation from anything else, because she is her own validation. She's self-validating. Ooh. I love that for you. So what is your advice for your message today? Surrender procrastination. Oh my gosh, so this tells me that you have a lot that you want to do, a lot you want to accomplish. Go do it regardless of being in a connection or relationship. Just go do it. Now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. Yes. So this tells me you're getting all your dreams to come true. Now, that is a little bit of a long shot for one day, but this is a definite step in the right direction. Things are happening for you today. Thank you so much for joining me here. I'll see you when I see you next. Check out the signs for more.